So you might be wondering whether we actually need yet another 50 watt mid-price guitar amp. And I would say 100% yes, because this is not just another Katana or Catalyst. It really is different, and I'll explain why in a few minutes. This is the brand new Debut 50 from Blackstar, and I just want to say it's another example of Blackstar taking the amp range to a new level, although it might not seem so clear why at first glance. It's a 50 watt 2-channel amp. This 2-channel is 2023 and they're bringing out a 2-channel amp. How is that forward thinking? Well, unlike its competition, this is not a digital modelling amp. It's an analogue alternative to the admittedly convenient but often generic and sterile sounding modelling world. This uses MOSFET technology instead of DSP. MOSFET is an older technology that delivers a sound and feel closer to valves without the reliability issues and costs associated with tubes. The 2 channels are clean and overdrive, and they've kept the ISF tone control, which I really like. If you've never heard of it, it stands for Infinite Shape Feature, and at its most basic level, it changes the sound between more of an American sound to more of a British sound, and then you can blend between the two. It's 50 watts and it is loud, but it can be reduced all the way down to 5 watts for quiet at-home playing. It has some other really cool practice features, such as a line-in, so you can play along with music or backing tracks, with stereo output if you're using headphones, and a speaker-emulated line-out for headphone or recording. It comes with a full-size 12-inch speaker, an effects loop, and comes in either a black finish like this one or a really cool cream and oxblood colour. It comes with 2 reverb options, plate and hall, and the 2 channels are also foot switchable. Now, I am a fan of digital modelling. Ever since the Pod 2 came out, I've been there using the technology, upgrading along with every generation, and as you can see behind me, I'm also a fan of the big, heavy, cumbersome analogue technology too. MOSFET was a popular alternative maybe up until the mid to late 90s and then kind of fell out of fashion and disappeared. No one really seemed to be that keen to develop and move forward with the technology on this sort of scale until now. In my opinion, it may be unpopular, but I'm just going to say it. I don't think the digital modelling amps sound very good when used with analogue effects. For example, if I use a tube screamer in front of my H6 Stomp, I don't think it sounds as good as using the modelled version in the box. I just don't think the 2 technologies play together very nicely. And I have friends that do use them together and they make it work and they love it, but for me, it just doesn't work. But what Blackstar have done here is implement a technology that does work very well with analogue effects. And I think that's a refreshing take on an amp with this kind of form factor. I like the Katana and the Catalyst, but for me, they're an all-in-one solution. If you've got a couple of pedals, or let's face it, if you're a guitarist, there's a good chance you've got a full-blown pedal addiction. I would say that this is probably more the amp for you. You can put your drive, compression, and pitch effects in front of this, and your modulation and time-based effects in the loop, and you'll have an amazing sounding, giggable rig that also sounds great at low volumes. It's very lightweight, it looks cool and sounds as good as it looks. This kind of MOSFET and solid state stuff has a reputation of being very hard wearing and reliable. As digital technology ages, it can be a bit of a nightmare getting it repaired. MOSFET stuff is probably a lot easier to work on, but that's just a guess based on experience. I'm not a tech, don't quote me on that. I'm now going to play you some sounds using this amp. I'll try to demo it with a range of guitars and a few pedals. I'll be using an MXR carbon copy in the loop for delay sounds. For reverb, I'll use the onboard reverb. Overdrive, I'll use the overdrive channel and I'll stack it occasionally with a tube screamer. And it will be mic'd up with an SM7B. Oh, just before I do, could you please do me a massive favour and click the subscribe button if you're getting value from this video? It really helps my channel out and lets me do more of this kind of thing in the future. So thank you so much. What did you think of the sounds? I think that this is a bold move from Blackstar, because for this to be a success, people really need to understand who this amp is for and what it offers that the competition doesn't. If you do get one of these, make sure you register using the included warranty card. That'll give you an extended 3-year warranty and access to Blackstar's online VIP club, which then gives you access to exclusive content and chat with them regarding feedback and ideas, that kind of thing. Hopefully you found this video useful. A few months back I made a video for Blackstar's incredible Amped 1 that has quickly become my go-to demo amp for YouTube videos. And you can find that video just there. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. See you later.